Let's pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to thank all the department heads, town board members for their input on the expenses for the 2022 town budget. This is not a supervisor's or tentative budget. It is just a first look at the expenses from the department heads. At my request, the 3% increase was used to all salaries except the supervisor, the assessor, the judges, and the town board, which will remain the same as the 2021. I have included you in your packet a schedule, and before we leave today, I'd like to firm up some dates for future budget reviews. With that said, I guess we could fire away. But by the way, all you people have been involved in this. John, you sat in. Keith, you sat in. Frankie, you sat in. Mary,
Yeah.
so we all.
Melanie sat with me.
Melanie too. Yeah, of course, Melanie. She's the head one. You know. So I guess at this point, you want to. Do you have any statements or anything you want to make?
No, not at this point.
No.
Do we want to go through each department first and just,
Well, the big thing that I see is the 3%.
right,
You know, that's going to be the big bone of contention, if you will.
right. So why 3 and not the normal 2?
It was just something that I picked out in the middle.
Okay.
Like I said, we have to go review all this, and you know, we can discuss that.
Question. I know that we appointed Sarah just to the end of the year. Is she continuing on?
Yes.
She said she would. At least that's my understanding,
Okay.
right?
She come into my office. and
Okay,
said she's planning on
just
staying.
asking.
So I used her number, but I mean, that's really up to the board.
I got you. I understand. I saw her name. It just brought up the thought because I know we only appointed her till December 31st. So.
Well, here's my question to that. I wasn't on that page yet, but so if I remember correctly, she was here from now until December at X amount because she could not go over, right? Will she be at a jeopardy point on total for pay 6 months into next year?
No, we figured it out what she could make for the year, and that's what her annual salary
Okay.
would be.
Okay.
35,000 for the year,
Okay.
yeah. She also has a time restriction, so she can't work more than 17 and a half hours.
Right,
a week.
So,
Melanie, that position with the county, that allows for what, 20 hours, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
all right, so I have a question on the assessor. So I remember that we gave the assessor a salary that was for someone else to do, to go out into the field and get information. And then that person had left, and I believe we gave that piece of that salary to the assessor himself. Is this the with that combined in there already, still? Because I know that was a bone of
Yes.
contention, correct?
His salary is still the same at the 45.
Okay. So it was, we don't have the other one, okay. What was it in 2019, do you know?
No, I don't, I can pull the records for you if you'd like, I can let you know after the meeting.
Yeah, afterwards. Because I have questions about that, especially about the actual, the pay and the actual service.
So, yeah, I can go back to the records.
Okay.
Just to just as I'm going through this, I know this is going to pop up as a question for everybody, and it'll be easier to speak to it now. The summer camp staff for Sandy's rec budget, just so everyone understands why there's such a large increase is because minimum wage is going up. You're welcome. I mean, it's $11,000 difference from one year to the next, so I just want people to understand.
Right,
Yeah.
because this year, most of them were at 12.50.
Right, it's going up to 15,
And
right?
it's going up to
Yep.
15,
Yeah, so. And while also looking at this page, I know Sandy's away for 2 weeks, but we will have to, we did get a resignation from the basketball director officially. So we'll have to, she's been, her ear has been to the grindstone, her nose has been to the grindstone on that one, but we just have to, that's something we have to look at as a board. Okay. And we are officially, and just to clarify, because we talked about this, you and I, well, the three of us, but we are officially moving, we're not splitting our
Who's our fire inspector?
we don't have one.
We don't have one, okay. It's, I'm trying to think of the name. and
No, we're budgeting for one though, which is,
Okay.
What is that, I'm sorry?
no fire inspector currently,
No,
but.
not right
Yeah,
now.
I'm trying to think of the person saying, I'm like, wait a minute, I know Mike's not here.
Just put to be determined, TBD.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Can't fit it in. That's all.
That's what I'm looking for. I would love to see the revenue, but I have no questions based off the expenditures.
Yeah. Well, the only thing, the most important thing tonight is to set the dates for the further review. Come up.
This is, I think, the biggest part of the budget, the thing that most people have questions on is where's the money going?
Yeah.
What's being
Yeah.
spent? So, the revenue is basically just looking back at the last 3 years and trying to average out, kind of figure out what we're going to do or how it's going to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's that, right?
When we look at a calendar, we're talking dates next, right? We want to talk dates? So we have to review the tentative budget before October 5th, right?
Before October 5th,
Which is a Tuesday.
We
So-
can't do it on the 5th.
No, I know that,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah, it's got to be before then anyway. So,
Yeah.
so so today's the 14th, so we have exactly 3 weeks to schedule this.
I would propose maybe on the 1st,
It's a Friday.
that's a Friday. It should only take a couple minutes. If everybody's good with these numbers, there shouldn't be anything.
Right, I gotcha.
So, and it's pretty much just ceremonially.
Yeah, I know, you
Off
just-
to
it's
the-
just
I
handing
hand
it to us,
off
right?
On the 30th, I need to give it to the town clerk, and then she gives it to you guys before the 5th.
So do we schedule a meeting to receive the budget documents on the 5th? Or the 1st, rather?
October 1st?
Yeah, it's Friday. I mean,
Well, we can do it during the day, right, or we do have to do it at night?
no, we can do it during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just
I don't think
we're
it
just
would take
we're just
5 minutes.
receiving the
It's
budget.
just getting the copy
Yeah.
of the budget. and
So
it's
this is the part where we put into the resolution earlier, just as a safety latch, correct?
I'm sorry, what resolution?
Okay, so we passed a resolution after the, wanted to put just a safety latch in there. So what I wanted to do was have an accountant look at it first, then we decide on everything, and then have it after we decided on everything, for it to go out after the accountant gave it one more look, then it goes to you to sign, and then it goes to, I think Mary Beth signs it last, right?
Yeah, after it's all done.
After it's all done, the town supervisor signs it, and the town clerk signs it, and then from Mary Beth's office, I guess it goes to the county, correct? Okay. So I didn't know where, I wanted to have the accountant on both ends of it somehow to make sure. Or was it that we have it before it goes from Mary Beth to the county to make sure?
Yeah, I think it's
I
before.
think that's what it
yeah.
was. So
It's later in the process.
it's
before,
later in
it's
the
before it
process
gets submitted. Yeah.
as a safety latch, so we don't have these problems again. Is the accountant going to take a look at it before it goes to the county again?
We can certainly ask her to.
Okay, but here's the thing. I think we passed a resolution for them to look at it once because it would cost us too much. And we wanted to put it at the tail end, so that with
yeah.
a safety latch in there. So now we're going to have her in the beginning of the process. Is that correct? Is that my understanding?
Melody's been working with Denise all along, correct?
Well, not with these numbers particularly, no, she'll be here on Tuesday. I'm working on the numbers now, I hope to have everything there. Supervisor's tentative budget.
The 28th.
Meeting, right.
Right.
No, next Tuesday, the 21st, I think it is, maybe. I'm working with her and Frank.
Right.
We'll have it all. Then she'll come in the following Tuesday to meet with both you and Frank Gonzalez.
Right.
And it's one of you, be the supervisor, so that she can go over everything again. That's pretty much it. And then the budget will be the tentative budget that goes to Mary Beth. You guys will get it on the 5th. And pretty much that should be it.
So technically
Unless you
speaking,
have
she's going to look at it
any
with us on the
changes.
28th.
Yeah.
So the 28th will be the last final
final Peru.
touch on it, or if there is
Right, and
anything to be touched?
Once you get
Okay.
it before the 5th, I mean, if something seems completely outrageous that you don't want
Right.
to see in there or something, you still have time to do it, but then it's going to have to be done in writing,
Right,
and 3
right,
people
right.
have to agree to it.
Yep,
Okay.
okay. Okay,
So that'll be the 1st.
October,
Correct?
what time?
October 1st will be the day we all meet again.
10-1?
October 1st?
What time?
Yeah, what time? 9? Noon? I mean,
I'm good. Let's do 10 o'clock, so we don't have to jump out of
10 a.m.?
bed.
10 a.m. Oh, there's
Okay.
seniors in here on Friday at 10. We should do Friday at 9, because they get here at 10.
Anybody in the court? Oh, it's just
No, it's going to be literally 5 seconds of us just receiving the budget.
Yeah.
the court.
Yeah.
We could do it at 9.
No,
the
we'll use
courtroom.
we'll use the, well, yeah,
Yeah, we can use the
we
courtroom, why not?
yeah, let's use it, yeah, I agree. 10, we'll leave it at 10?
10 a.m. courtroom.
Yeah.
And that's a Friday?
Yep.
That's a Friday.
Okay.
Okay.
Whoops.
It won't be televised.
Should be. I can move that. I can move that. Or I could use my, I mean, like, honestly. Okay. I'm indifferent. I mean, honestly, the thought is the video land is us receiving it. So why don't we just do it at 9? That way we can do it before the seniors get here.
9 it is.
All right, fine.
Okay, 9 o'clock.
Done.
All the
Same
more
date.
reason why
October-
we should have
That's
a
it,
new
right? That's the only date?
That's the only date? So, well, we're receiving the tentative budget that day. Right, that's the only date we will, after that, we'll schedule the public hearing.
Okay.
We not,
I'm on vacation, so I'm trying to get.
oh, I understand why you're asking now. Okay, sorry.
I was going to say, you could probably do it at the regular meeting on the 20th.
You wanna do from 6 to 7 the public hearing?
Well, I think
6:30?
just do it during your meeting.
I guess so, during the meet, yeah. Yeah, well, you wanna add it to the regular?
Well, I'm just saying, I mean,
Yeah.
just trying to make it easier for everybody.
No, that makes sense.
if you can, because
That makes sense.
It has to be done before November 4th, so.
Yeah, so the public hearing for the budget will be October 20th, during our regular meeting time.
Just do the public hearing first and then
Yep.
continue with the board meeting, that's all.
Yeah, that's fine. 7 o'clock.
7
And that's the
p.m.
night that you'll also pass the budget, pass it and stuff, right? Okay.
Unless there's any, well, we'll know by then, I'm sure, if there's any changes.
Yeah, well, I
Or if anyone wants it, yeah.
Before that.
Yeah, I got you.
Well, is it safe to assume that if nobody's here making a pitch more than what we're already seeing, that we should not have any changes?
Correct.
Okay.
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 With that, I make motion that we adjourn the budget portion of this meeting, and then we'll reconvene at 7 o'clock for our regular meeting.